For more on the settlement issue and the peace process, we turn once again to Ghassan Shabaneh, Assistant Professor of Middle East and International Studies at Marymount Manhattan College here in New York. Good to see you again.
Thank you for having me.
Is it unusual for the United States and Israel to disagree so vocally on the issue of settlements?
It is not unusual. It is actually usual. In 1978, President Jimmy Carter called the settlements illegal. Then after that, both Reagan, George W. Herbert Walker Bush, and also President Clinton called them obstacle to peace. So this settlement issue has been a critical issue between the United States and the State of Israel from the beginning.
Right. It's been a problem for administrations past and
yes,
now apparently current.
Yes, indeed.
What is it then that the Obama administration could do to get Israel to change its mind?
I believe the Obama administration has politically precedent in George W. Bush, George Walker, Herbert Bush, 41, who emphasized on giving Israel $400 million if it does not cease building settlements and seizing land in East Jerusalem, the West Bank, and the Gaza Strip.
So he prevented money that was to go to Israel.
Yes, indeed.
He froze it until, what, the settlement stopped?
Until all the settlement stopped, and also the Shamir administration also lost the elections to Yitzhak Rabin, who ushered in the Oslo process. So the United States can, through economic aid and military aid, pressure Israel into going with America's vision in the region.
And you think the U.S. has a lot of clout that it could use?
Indeed it does. Indeed it does.
All right. Well, then let's talk about President Abbas. What can he do to help President Obama try to convince the Israelis that's the right thing to do?
I believe President Abbas, since coming to office, has been doing the right thing, and that is building Palestinian institution, building the Palestinian police with General Dayton, adhering to American vision of two-state solution, and also preventing any military attacks against Israel from the West Bank. All of those security and institutional help that he has been ushering in the West Bank and building, all of them ought to be a convincing measure to the Israelis that Abbas is genuine and he really sees a two-state solution as the only solution. Because the alternative is very ugly. A one-state solution is unacceptable to Israel, and to expel the Palestinians is also unacceptable globally and to Jewish values and to the Palestinians. So a two-state solution is the best solution.
Do you think that President Abbas speaks for all Palestinians?
I believe so. President Abbas, because he is the chairman of the PLO, he speaks for most Palestinians abroad and inside.
Because we're talking about Hamas, of course,
yes,
controlling
indeed.
the Gaza Strip.
Hamas is an obstacle. That's no doubt about it. But Abbas has been also talking to Hamas for the last 2 years. And when Hamas won the election, Abbas went to them and he said, form the government. I will allow you to form the government. It has been Hamas who has not reciprocated with Abbas, and that's why we are not seeing that agreement that we want at this stage.
Ghassan Shabaneh, we always appreciate your insight. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.